This is how you're going to become a high value woman in 2025. I only give bad advice, but this video is for everybody because this is actually good advice. So you better listen.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something that I believe is essential for every woman, and that's how to become a high value woman. So in this video, we'll explore what it means to be a high value woman, why it's crucial in 2025, and provide practical examples and tips to help you become one. Now, I've stitched some videos together that we're going to watch, and I'll join you on the other side. So please make sure you watch until the end, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's dive in.
This is how you're going to become a high value woman in 2025. I only give bad advice, but this video is for everybody because this is actually good advice. So you better listen. Number one, you need to learn the power of boundaries. The truth is that boundaries will just save you a lot of stress. Stop letting people guilt trip you to doing things that you don't even want to do. You see that friend that is always calling you only when she needs money. Cut her off. You see that man that's asking you, what's your body count? Block him. High value women do not entertain nonsense. Your peace of mind is top tier. Next, you need to stop explaining your standards. Let me drag you small. If you want a man who ends in six figures, right? Why are you arguing with people that are calling you materialistic? Like, why are you wasting your time? You need to learn how to stand firm in your preferences. If this is what you want, it is what you want. But remember that your high standards that you are getting. So hope you look like somebody that is what that high standard. High value women do not debate their standards. If he cannot meet it, let him step aside. You know that you're not for everybody, and that is okay. Next, you need to invest in yourself. I beg, before you start chasing soft life, you need to chase yourself first. Invest in your skincare, your health, your career, and your passion. Start small, but you must start somewhere. Even if it's buying sunscreen, drinking more water, learning a new skill, do it for you because you call yourself a high value woman, but you don't even have value. You're just saying it's high value woman, high value woman. I'm sorry. A high value woman shines because she's taking care of herself first. And then the man will come and see that, yes, she's a high value. If you're waiting for a man to come and take you from trenches and take you and put you as a high value woman, I mean, it happens, but it's better if you start it yourself. He meets you on the way. Next, you need to master the art of quiet confidence. I cannot overemphasize this enough. Why are you announcing your plans to everybody? You've not started a business, so the business have not even left the ground. You're already telling everybody, I'm starting a business. I want to start a business. You've not started it. You've not even done anything. I'm dating a rich man. If you see my boyfriend if you see my man he's very rich. I want to buy a new car. May your workings they show. May your workings, may we they see your workings. Not be going to tell us, say, see what I want to see what. May we see what you don't already do. That's what a high value woman is. May we they see what you don't do. Obviously, you go tell us, I want to, I want to, I want to. Show us what you don't do. Move in silence and let your results speak for itself. Be very, very mysterious, and people will be gossiping about you like, what's her secret? What is she even doing? How does she even do it? It's not the way that you're announcing it every day. Shut up. This video is getting too long, so like and follow for part 2. If you really enjoyed this video, leave me a nice comment. Save it so you can come back and watch it later. Don't forget that I love you guys a lot. I'm really sorry about my voice. It's cracked. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.
I think that in order to be a high value woman, you can't be a promiscuous woman. And I don't care what anybody says. I think that high value means exclusivity, and exclusivity means everyone can't get it. If anybody can get at you, that's not high value. Not to be confused with valuable. If you look at diamonds, all diamonds are valuable, but some of them have the highest value, whereas other ones get crushed into little baby parts and are the fillers for other pieces of jewelry. All valuable. But high value is different from valuable, especially if you're a high value feminine woman that wants a high value masculine man. You cannot be promiscuous. I'm sorry, body count matters.
So wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. You can't be promiscuous. So do you believe in a born again virgin?
I honestly feel like if this was something that was done in your past and it never comes up and you never have the conversation around body count, then let it die. Like, if you're in your 40s and you had a wild time in college, does that really matter? Probably not.
Yeah.
But if you are in your current age and you are promiscuous,
oh yeah,
I do not believe that a high value, high earning masculine man would choose you. he will make you one of his options too, just like you let everyone else make you an option. But being a promiscuous woman takes away from your value.
I agree. We live to a certain standard. Our past doesn't matter. Why should I succumb myself to what you think of me because of my past? And God doesn't even do that.
Well, though, I think that has to do with heavy healing too, right? Because ultimately, do you have shame in the fact if you were a hoe in college and you haven't accepted it? Okay, like, and now you try to hide from it. But if you're like, no, I did what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
And that's the thing too. I think that because so many people live outside of integrity with themselves, that it feels crazy when you have to tell the truth about yourself, because people are so locked in to the lies that they tell, so locked into the facade that they project, that it's like anything that gets close to their actual self is hurtful.
Yeah.
Or now you're offended. Why are you offended? Because you heard the truth?
Yeah.
Those be the
a
ones.
lot of people can't handle the truth. That's why a lot of people
The
get stuck
truth
in their
shall set you
delusion.
free.
It'll make you free.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And what makes a high value woman?
Again, I know it's going to sound politically incorrect, but beauty is essential to be high value as a woman, not because I believe it, but because this is what men respond to. Without beauty, unfortunately, you're limited in your value. And I'm not saying everybody has to be high value, but beauty doesn't necessarily just mean that you have to be the most attractive person in the room. It's just that you take care of your appearance. That means you stay on top of your weight to some extent. And that means you stay on top of your appearance. You dress as well as you can. You carry yourself well. You can't be totally out of shape and totally not take care of yourself and expect to be high value because you've got a degree in optometry or something. You've got a great job. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, it's what men respond to. So appearance is really important. But the main thing I would say to be a high value woman is, though you've got appearance and though you've got so many options when it comes to men, you reject more men than you accept. You have ability to reject attention. High value women can reject attention and verbal attention from men all day, every day. Compliments mean nothing. Attention means nothing, because they look for something more valuable than that. And they know that talk is cheap. So high value women, you can't get them through, you can't buy them, and you can't get them through just words. They have to be attracted to who you are as a human being.
Okay, ladies, here are 3 core principles that will signal to other people and to yourself that you are a high value woman and you will be treated as such. And I just want you to notice that none of this has to do with physical appearance before I get chewed out by men in the comments. The first principle, and to me the most important one, a high value woman is able to adapt in any situation. No matter what she is thrown into, she handles it with grace, and she uses her emotional intelligence to make the most of the situation. You cannot knock her character, and because of this adaptable quality that she carries, everybody sees her as desirable. She can be thrown in a room with a ton of CEOs and she will conquer the conversation. Number 2, a high value woman is committed to personal growth. There is a continuous self-improvement clock running through her mind. She actively seeks new opportunities to learn, develop her skills, and expand her knowledge. And this dedication to growth not only enriches her own life, but it's seen as desirable by others because it motivates them to invest in themselves. Now, the last principle that a high value woman lives by and embodies is privacy. She thinks before she speaks and reveals, and she recognizes the value of not sharing everything with the world. Thoughtful in her communication, she understands the value of keeping things private. People are intrigued by this high-value woman because she respects her ideas and understands the value of them. She knows the importance of maintaining that privacy and fully understands that her ideas are gold. So incorporating these principles can help you develop the essence of being a high-value woman. By nurturing adaptability, confidence, and continuous self-growth, you are empowering yourself to be the high-value woman that you know that you are. And as always, I am just giving my 2 cents because I will always root for a woman to be her best self. And this includes to my little sisters. If you guys are watching this, I love you beyond what you guys could ever comprehend.
I know the first thing that's going through your head is, why should a man tell me about how to be a high-value woman? Well, the good thing about knowledge is that there's no box to it. I am just making this video for educational purposes, and I hope that you be able to pick a thing or two that can definitely help you to be a better woman, a high value woman. So let's dive in and start building your confidence and self-worth. So being a high value woman is not just about external validation or material possessions. It's about cultivating a deep sense of self-worth and self-love. It's about being confident, self-assured, and unapologetic about yourself. Now, before we even go any further, I would like to give my own breakdown of what a high value woman is. So, this is someone who knows her worth, prioritizes her own needs, and isn't afraid to speak her mind. So, she's confident, she's self assured, and unapologetically herself. She's not defined by her relationships or external validation. Instead, she finds her own happiness and fulfillment. So, for example, a high value woman might prioritize her own goals and aspirations over societal expectations or pressure from others. She might be a successful businesswoman, a passionate artist, or a dedicated mother. Whatever her path, she's committed to living her truth. So she's not confined in a corporate box or a homestead life. There are so many different ways on how to be a high value woman. So, in addition to that, there are many benefits to being a high value woman. For one, you're more likely to attract healthy, positive relationships in your life. You're also more likely to prioritize your own needs over you're able to prioritize your own needs and desires, which can lead to greater happiness and fulfillment. Additionally, being a high value woman can give you the confidence and self assurance that you need to pursue your goals and your dreams. So, the big question is, how can you become a high value woman? So, here are some tips. So the first one is prioritize self care. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, because the way you take care of yourself is a representation of how you want others to treat you in their lives, in your life rather. So if a person walks in your life and there's no sort of self-care routine, and I'm not just talking about the face, I'm talking about your whole your whole body. I'm talking about your nails. How are your nails kept? How's your hair kept? How's your body kept? How do you dress? Make sure that self-care is at the top of your priority. Set boundaries and also practice self-compassion. So focus on building your confidence and self-worth by celebrating your strengths and accomplishments. And I know as women that's hard to do, but also surround yourself with positive and supportive people who uplift and inspire you. So for example, you might start a self-care routine that includes exercise, meditation, or journaling. The second one is building self confidence and self worth is essential for becoming a high value woman. So, this can involve challenging negative self talk, practicing self compassion, and focusing on your strengths and accomplishments. So, for instance, you might keep a gratitude journal or write down your accomplishments for each day. And I know this sounds corny, but when you put it into practice, it makes you value yourself more. It makes you see yourself at a different caliber. And if you see yourself at a different caliber, you definitely push yourself to be more, of course, in a positive way. And you become what you believe. You don't become what you want. Eventually, you become what you believe. So, building your self confidence and self worth is very key when it comes to being a high value woman. In addition to that, you also have to embrace your authenticity. So, embracing your authenticity is also crucial for becoming a high value woman. This means being true to yourself and your values as well as your passions. it means not trying to conform to societal expectations or someone else's ideas. And finding your own identity, it takes time to get there. So if you're a teenager or you're in your late teens and you're watching this, just know that there's no arrival stage and an exit stage. It's an ongoing process. The beauty about it is that you can do it at any stage in your life, be it in your 60s, in your 70s. You can still embrace your authenticity because it is very crucial for becoming a high value woman. Another favorite of mine is setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is very important. It's a very important aspect of being a high value woman. So, what this means is communicating your needs and expectations clearly and assertively. It means being willing to say no to things that don't serve you or align with your values. And I know as a woman, especially in this day and age, it's very difficult to say no, but practice it and make your no powerful, and make sure that it's coming from a very honest and from a very honest place, and it's coming from a very clear and assertive place so that no one can take advantage of that. Now, I would like to thank everyone for staying this long, because that's it for today's video. I hope you've learned some practical things that can help you, some practical tips and insights on how to become a high value woman. And please, if you've got any questions and comments, please leave them down in the comment section below and I'll gladly go through them. From me, it's goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.